Okay. Alright folks, here we are. Hopefully the view is good. I downloaded a custom view, a mod or whatever with different views. I don't know that it actually changed much though. But I'm going to enable, so I believe we fixed the problem with 2020 acting silly. And I'll tell you what you can do. I mean, I don't use it anyways. So if you record your own way anyways and you don't need the game bar, just delete it. Or don't delete it, I mean, you know, deactivate it. I don't use the game bar. It was giving me problems, and that's why Microsoft was acting up. So, and also, if I audio with First Officer, for some reason, it gets all crazy on me. When I activate audio, NVDA will not always read the window or even go on the window. And I know that because when it did that, I activated JAWS and JAWS went right to the window. I was able to do everything, but I don't know if I can run JAWS on 2020 without it messing something up, because I know it used to with P3D, it would mess up P3D. So I don't know, but so I'm going to activate the chat. And then it's been a long day. I've been busy with work and it's been a long day, so hopefully this works. Enable. So I enabled chat. So if it starts messing up, it's just the fact that it's just too much for this computer. But alright, email is in the chat, you guys. We're on our way to Los Angeles. We got a long flight ahead of us. I'll tell you that right now. We've been in there for about We've been in the air for a little bit. You guys missed it, but I had I took off. I actually thought I was streaming, but I didn't have it on. I took off and I thought I had got rid of all the discontinuities and vectors, and I went to get my dinner. Came back and we were the wrong direction out over the North Atlantic, and so have to make up for that, but it's not that bad. Now I did disable GSX because it still would not work right. I don't know why.
1468 traffic is 9 o'clock per mile at flight level 360 generic.
So if anybody's with us,
Report them in sight.
Microsoft Flight Simulator National 1.31.22.
let me know.
Top 29.0. Start recording. Stop streaming. Check box checked.
Alright, we are streaming.
Microsoft Flight Simulator National
We're good there.
1.31.22.
Climbing flight level 390. Over 69er Jacksonville Center. Continue to Anoco as planned. JetBlue 1468 have the generic in sight. American 2264 have the generic in sight.
Yeah, I had
Generic
turned off,
Charlie Mike Papa climb and maintain flight level
disabled the game
430.
bar because that was, I mean, it was making my computer run silly anyways altogether. But I got it turned off, so
Climb and maintain flight level 430 generic Charlie Mike Papa. Generic Charlie Mike Papa contact Jacksonville Center on 120.85. Good day. Generic Charlie Mike Papa. Over 69er traffic alert. 2 o'clock less than 1 mile flight level 360 Airbus A20N. Report them in sight. Center 69er heavy traffic alert. 9 o'clock less than 1 mile flight level 390 generic. Report them in sight. American 2264 contact Jacksonville Center on 120.85. Good day. Over 69ers have the Airbus A20N in sight. BDI pilot 9er Delta Whiskey contact Jacksonville Center on 120.85. Good day.
Going to 120.85 BVI pilots, 9er Delta Whiskey. Jacksonville Center, BVI pilots,
all right, we
9er
got
Delta
one
Whiskey,
viewer.
flight level 340.
Don't be shy. We got the chat on.
BVI pilots 9er Delta Whiskey Jacksonville Center. Continue as planned. Jacksonville Center American 2264 is at flight level 355, climbing flight level 360. American 2264 Jacksonville Center. Continue to high back as planned. American 889er descend and maintain flight level 340. Generic tree, Charlie climb and maintain flight level 400. Generic Charlie Mike Papa traffic is 12 o'clock, 4 miles at flight level 390 generic. Report them in sight. Generic tree, Charlie climb and maintain flight level 40. Speedbird 2166 traffic is 12 o'clock, 2 miles at flight level 430 generic. Report them in sight. Generic Charlie Mike Papa traffic in sight.
I'm telling you guys, I think the voice dictation is getting worse than getting better on freaking Apple. My gosh.
American 889er descend and maintain flight level 340. Generic tree, Charlie Charlie climb and maintain flight level 400. Jacksonville Center Spirit Wings 1777 Heavy is passing flight level tree 70 climbing flight level tree 70. Spirit Wings 1777 Heavy Jacksonville Center continue to Foxtrot Alpha Kilo as planned. Delta 89er 2 descend and maintain flight level tree 60. Descend and maintain flight level 400 generic tree Charlie Charlie. Descend and maintain flight level tree 60 Delta 89er 2.
All right.
Jacksonville Center JetBlue 2080 is passing flight level tree 50 climbing flight level tree 50. JetBlue 2080 Jacksonville Center continue to THHME as planned. Generic tree Charlie Charlie climb and maintain flight level 400.
Does if you will.
BVI pilots 9er Delta Whiskey
That's
contact
it,
Jacksonville Center on 1 tree for Delta
Oh my
0.
God.
Good day.
Heather Mees share.
Climb and maintain
Yo, you're not
flight
here.
level 400 generic tree Charlie Charlie.
134.0 BVI pilots 9er Delta Whiskey.
Yes, I am here.
Jacksonville Center BVI pilots 9er Delta Whiskey flight
I'm
level
here.
340.
BVI pilots 9er
It's
Delta
been a
Whiskey
long day.
Jacksonville Center continue
Positive
as
note
planned.
is my internet supposedly is
Jacksonville Center
fixed.
JetBlue 660 is passing flight level tree 05 climbing flight level tree 10. JetBlue 660 Jacksonville
But when
Center
I'm done,
continue to Sierra India Echo as planned.
we can hang out. I mean, if you want to, that is.
Heather Mees share. I don't see you, I mean on TT.
No, I can't open that when I'm streaming. It will lag me out. Or I would connect if they're at the same time. But you can hang out here with me on the live stream until we get landed. It'd be a little bit, but I gotta do this
Brandon
for
Armstrong. That plane sounds awesome.
And I'll tell you what, Brandon, from the cockpit, it's so realistic
Heather
because
Mees share.
you don't hear it.
Oh, gotcha. Heather Mees share.
You barely hear the engines.
Okay, cool.
And that's the real thing. I mean, in the real cockpit, you wouldn't be able to hear the engine that well neither. What's the other view I wanted to give you? Where you can hear them a little bit. Let me see. Is it this one? You can faintly, very faintly hear it from that view.
United 159er tree descend and maintain flight
Brandon
level
Armstrong.
30.
I am definitely looking forward to flying that plane next week.
Yeah, it's a good plane.
Descend and maintain flight level tree 60. United 159er tree.
Brandon, do me a favor and tell
United 159er tree contact Jacksonville Center on 126.75. Good day.
Tell Kelly
Jacksonville
she wanted me to
Center
call her today, but
264 is passing flight level tree 60, climbing flight level tree 60.
I have 4 different cases that I'm doing right now, and they're very intense, and I've had no free time whatsoever. This is my free time right here, and that's it. That's it. So tell her I'll get a hold of her tomorrow to discuss her case. So I'm going to talk about, because I know people's wondering what is going on. You've had this problem and that
Brandon
problem.
Armstrong.
Like, what is the deal?
I will definitely pass that message on to her tomorrow
So-
when she gets over here.
I want to talk to you guys about that because there's one thing about me, and some of you might know this. Brandon probably knows this. My sweet Heather, she probably knows this. When I do something, I try my best at 100% to be a perfectionist when it comes to audio, when it comes to visual. And what? Oh, it is? Here, do me a favor. Hold on, guys. Give this. Give that to the dog right there. There's a big dog out there. If not, just throw it over, she'll eat it. I am a perfectionist when it comes to, doing certain things. It's just something that, it's not me saying like I'm better than anybody, because I'm not. I'm not better than you. I'm not better than Heather. I'm not better than Declan. I'm not better than anybody. But I try to be a perfectionist at what I do. I try to give a high quality stream to the best of my ability when it comes to online streaming. And a lot of these things that's been going on, it might seem like, man, that's probably something on his end and yada yada yada, but it's actually not. I've been doing a lot of stuff here, diagnostics, if you will. And the one thing that I just did today, because for some reason it was re-enabled, and I will tell you on your own experience, so you don't go through this, you don't need the game bar. You don't need to do snapshots. You don't need to do recordings or nothing. There's no reason you need to use the game bar to do that. There's other programs that will be much easier as far as managing those videos. The game bar will let you record up to 2 hours. It'll let you do snapshots and stuff, but it's a hog. It is a hog. I don't care what anybody says, it's a hog. I've read forum after forum in the last 3 days that talked about the game bar is really almost an inconvenience. It's inconvenient, whatever. So turn that stuff off. The other weird thing going on is when I enable the audio on First Officer, it makes my NVDA go absolutely silent. And at first I thought, that's your computer doing that. You got a problem with your computer, man. So I said, I wonder what happened. Right now I can't hear my NVDA. I can't alt tab to First Officer. Not this is not now,
Brandon
but I mean
Armstrong.
when I was thinking about it. And
I got a
said,
feeling I'll have to turn that game bar off on my machine.
I said, okay, what if I turn on JAWS? Let's turn on JAWS. So I activated JAWS, and I could instantly get back to the First Officer window. I could instantly go down and turn off the audio, disable JAWS, and NVDA is back to working. So somebody said there's no way that has anything to do with First Officer. Well, then you lay out the specs for me on why it did that, because there's no other direction that this makes sense to me. So anyway, I turned off that stuff. I turned off the game. Brandon, you're going to have to turn off the game bar. It's going to suck up more memory on you, and you need all the memory you can get. I mean, you live in Texas after all. I'm just kidding. Yeah, turn the game bar off. I mean, yeah, you can record with it, and woohoo, you can do a snapshot. Ooh, nice. You can do that without the game bar. You can do a screenshot that does the same thing as the snapshot. Screenshot, snapshot. Do you hear the similarity? Screen shot, snap
Heather meets here.
shot.
Not to get into the JAWS NVDA debate, but sounds like you should use JAWS on this.
Well, that is the thing though, Heather. I know on like P3D, if you try to use JAWS, it'll lock it up. It'll freak out. Now, that's why I'm scared to try to use it on 2020. Will it end up making my sim go nuts, go wacko, go loony? Looney Tune. Hey, you know what? Let's try it. Fuck it. Let's see what JAWS says. Hold on. Now let's enable. Oh crap! I hit
Heather
the
meets
wrong
share.
button.
Wait, I was encouraging this. YTFM. Hi guys.
All right, let's see if JAWS will. Hold on, I'll have the window back up for you, YT. I'm changing my reader here.
159er tree descent and maintain flight level tree 60. Southwest 2185.
Heather meets share.
Maintain flight level tree
Was it?
90. Spirit wings 1212 heavy.
You're fine, Heather. I was just being sarcastic.
126.75. Good day.
But hold on, I'm trying to get JAWS to go now.
Descend and maintain flight level tree 60. United 159er tree.
Hold on one second.
Opajet 60 climb and maintain flight level 400. 126.75 for Spirit wings 1212 heavy. Opajet 60 climb and Jacksonville Center Delta 1165 is at flight level tree 40 climbing flight level tree 40. Spirit wings 686 descend and maintain flight level tree 20. Delta 1165 Jacksonville Center. Continue to Oscar Mike November as planned. Descend and maintain flight level tree 200.
All right, let me do that again, because
686 climb and maintain flight level 70.
let me load JAWS, then I'll disable NVDA, because it's being stupid. It's going to stutter for a minute, you guys, but just hold tight. But everything's working good now. Wait, what'd that do? Hold on, you guys.
Jacksonville Center, Blue Streak 5.
I'm trying to get rid of MDA.
Flight level tree 1.
Load NVDA, remake. Recycle video, South JAWS 2021, switch chat. FS Airlines 14. FS Airlines 1469. Folder view list, FS Airlines 1469.
It's hard to do when you got JAWS going too.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.21.22.1.1. Folder view list, FS Airlines 1469.
Maybe I can do it this way. Hold on.
Show desktop. User control. JAWS window. NVDA settings button. Massive 12.0. FSMITC button. FS Airlines button. FS Airlines. Erase the system. React on using your system. Windows security action. NVDA button. Windows security actions needed. Button. User actions. Enter sending notifications. Focus. System trace talking flight monitor button. JAWS on Windows. NVDA. Massive 12.0. FSMI button. FS Airlines button. And the context of even menus. Microsoft Flight Simulator.
All right, let's see how JAWS does.
At RTE Lex 1/6 p.m. DT Restream Chat. Razor Central. FSMIP Flight Lex FSMIP Untitled Note. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.31.22.0. Microsoft Flight Simulator.
All right, here we go.
165 traffic is 2 o'clock.
Title is Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Flight level tree 20 generic. Report them in
Title is Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.0.
Move UI panel to external window.
Oh, hold on. The stupid.
YTFM.
Climb and maintain flight
Could you
level
figure out what
270,
caused the hang up?
1 tree,
Yep, I'll tell you here in a minute.
UPS 1 tree, 2 tree climb and maintain flight level tree 0.
Title is Microsoft.
Brandon Armstrong. Let's seriously hope that the shipping store doesn't screw up the shipment this time when this computer goes out. I'm guessing tomorrow.
Flight level tree 0 UPS.
Brandon, like I told you, it's going to be going out, like I said, Friday or Saturday or something around there.
Novlog.
Hold on, the stupid controller.
Close.
Spirit Wings 1 tree, 48 climb and maintain flight level tree 80. Generic 1 Mike uniform descend and maintain 6,000 feet.
Toggle active pause.
Climb and maintain flight level tree 80. Spirit Wings 1 tree 48. American 219er.
Oh, come on, hold on, guys.
Flight level tree 20.
Title is Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Descend and maintain 6,000 feet. Generic 1 Mike uniform.
Title is Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Delta. UP. Descend and maintain
Okay.
flight level tree 20 American 219er 4. Southwest 2185 descend and maintain.
Okay,
flight
YT,
level
is that a good
210.
view?
Title is Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Is that good for you? But yeah, Brendan, he's going to get it out as soon as, like I said, his work comes first, so he's the one helping me with it. And don't jinx it about the FedEx. My gosh,
Maintain flight level 280.
that's all you need to do is jinx yourself.
Pilots 9er Delta Whiskey traffic is 6 o'clock, 2 miles at flight
All
level
right,
tree
YT, can you
05
see?
generic.
Is this a
Report them in sight.
is this an okay view?
BVI pilots 9er Delta Whiskey
I'm hoping.
have the generic in sight.
YTFM. Yes, that view is perfect, thanks.
Flight level
What is JAWS?
1165.
Okay, so a couple things to catch you up on. So, JAWS is another screen reader. So, it's the program that reads everything to us. Normally we use NVDA, but there's also JAWS, and there's some other ones out there too. But so what I'm doing right now is seeing. It seems that JAWS is working better with First Officer than what
Brandon Armstrong.
than what NVDA does.
JAWS stands for Job Access with Speech. It's a screen reader.
So let me get into what was going on with Microsoft. I'm just going to run through what I think it was, because right now, YT. Do I call you YT? I guess YT. I guess I don't know. So I have re-enabled live traffic, live players, weather. Everything's active.
Heather Mees share.
And everything's running fine.
Yay, I'm glad. Smiley face.
There is the
Heather Mees share.
game bar.
Glad I could help too.
Absolutely, Heather. There's a game bar that allows you to record the video, take snapshots, different things like that with Microsoft. Well, the game bar the game bar can be used for other games too. It's not just 2020, I don't think. But when that's enabled, it's a memory hog. It is a memory hog. And so I disabled all that. I disabled the game bar. By doing that, it seems to have fixed the problem. I just need this computer just to work with me for a few more weeks, 2 or 3 more weeks, and then I will have my I'll have my Mancho tower coming, and that thing will be able to run literally,
Report them in sight.
the computer was customly built, and when I get it, I'll give you the specs on it, but I'll tell you this much. It can run 2020 P3D
Climb and maintain flight level
plus this other game that's for side of you. I forget the name. It's some kind of war of something. Like, he had all kinds of stuff running on this thing, and it was only using 9 gigs of the 32 gigs. 9 gigs is all this thing was using. Wasn't even using 10 gigs of memory to run all this stuff because of everything else that, you know, goes with it. The high quality video card, well, they ain't got nothing to do with that.
Ryan
But,
Bishop. Good afternoon.
but yeah, so I can't wait. Once I get it, I'll give you guys the specs on it. But I can tell you that it'll make this look like a real joke. But we are not doing the Oak flight, folks. We're headed to Los Angeles from Daytona. We got a arrival of runway
Brandon Armstrong.
ILS 24
It was
right.
more than likely World of Warcraft.
Yeah, that's what it is, Brandon. Yeah, so our arrival is going to be runway 24 right. It's going to be an ILS approach. There was no transition, but there was a star. We're going to look at that. Let's look at that. Let's take a look at the approach and see what it looks like.
At RTE Lex 1 6 p.m. DT 737 CDU. At RTE Lex 1. Top of 5 at RTE 01 noise .798 slash FL 304. Top of 5 at RTE Lex 6 6 251 degrees HDG 21 INTC slash 251 degrees HDG 21 261 INTC slash 251 at 280 slash 13,621.
Go up again.
251 ARRDD.01 slash FL 303.
Okay, so
Bottom of using 6 2 RN5 .06 slash FL 340.
so from 34,000 we'll be going down to
RNP slash
Heather means share. Oh, love you play well.
from 34,000 we'll be going down to
251 ARRDD.01 slash FL 303.
AARV, which is going to be at 30,000,
253 degrees 18.9 NM.
and then 18 more miles we'll go down to
KOMCL 280 slash 17,000. KOMCL 280 slash 17,000.
17,000.
KOMCL 280 slash 17,000.
KNOZ,
KOMCL O K O N Z
KON,
L Z L.
Kunzel, whatever.
KOMCL 280 slash 17,000.
17,000, then
253 degrees 3.7 NM. 3NP 280 slash 16,000.
16,000 to the next waypoint,
254 X 280 slash 14,000.
then 14,000 after that.
253 degrees 7.4 NM. 4 X 280 slash
So
14,000. 253 degrees 7.4 NM.
7 miles to go from 16 to 14,000.
253 degrees 2.5. 254 X 280 slash 14,000. 255 X 280 slash 13,620. 204 X 215 X 280 slash 13,621.
Then we're going down to 13,000. So it's a nice smooth descent.
253 degrees 2.1 NM.
And then after that we'll be going to
280 slash 12,000.
12,000.
202 verse 215 slash 4,000. 260 degrees 31.3 NM.
And then from there,
280 slash 12,000.
from the 12,000 we're going to have
260 degrees 31.3 NM.
31 miles to get down to
2 verse 215 slash 4,000.
4,000. However, it's not going to, it doesn't got to be exactly 4,000 because it was 4,000A, but I took out the A, so it's, you know, it's technically, long as I'm not below 4,000 and I'm above 4,000, either way we'll be okay. From that point, we're going to be going down to 2,200
251 degrees 7.9 NM.
in 7 miles, and that's plenty enough time.
204 RW 24 slash 178.
And then we'll be landing at runway 24 right,
204 RW 24 slash 178.
which is 178 on the altitude for that runway. The only thing I like about Jaws, it doesn't repeat. It doesn't say when you move up the page with TFM, when you go to a different leg page, it don't tell you.
Top of 5 at RTE Lex 3 slash 6.
Brandon Armstrong. I noticed you had quite a few waypoints on that transaction that were above an altitude.
002 degrees 27.6 and 1 CRT.
Yeah, and that's really what you want, guys. When you're doing these flights,
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3, 1.22.0. Microsoft Flight Simulator.
okay, I need someone with that's sighted tell me when I tab back to the sim window, is it full screen, or do I got to maximize it again? I'm not going to do anything until I hear somebody tell me. I know it's got the same view, but do I need to make it large again?
134 decimal for BBI pilots, Niner Delta Whiskey.
Com 1,
Jacksonville Center,
134.4.
BBI pilots, Niner Delta Whiskey flight level tree 40.
BDI pilots, Niner Delta Whiskey, Jacksonville Center. Continue as planned. Southwest 2870 traffic is 9 o'clock 3 miles at flight level tree Niner, 0 generic. Report them in sight.
Oh no, that ain't good.
Oh. None.
Jaws don't read the stuff.
Title is Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3, 1.22.0.
Oh man.
Highlighted.
BDI
Characters.
pilots, Niner Delta Whiskey contact,
Right bracket.
Jacksonville Center on 126.75. Good day.
Words. Characters and words.
Going to 126.75 BBI pilots, Niner Delta Whiskey.
Shoot.
Characters.
Jacksonville
Words.
Center, BBI pilots,
Right bracket.
Niner Delta Whiskey flight level tree 40.
See, it won't tell me I'm doing right bracket.
Niner Delta Whiskey, Jacksonville Center. Continue as planned.
I wonder if there's an option in TFM. Maybe, I don't know.
Allegiant Niner
That's right
Let's
bracket.
restart TFM because I thought it worked with Jaws. We're just restarting the TFM. Hold on.
Jacksonville Center, JetBlue 18 is passing 9,800 feet.
Logan Airport Database. Third aircraft. PMDG 737 739 739 737.
Most of the time it maximizes, as it is now.
Title is
I will
Microsoft
let
Flight
you know when it
Simulator
doesn't.
1.3.0.
Okay, thank you.
Right bracket. 277 knots indicated.
There we go. We got it.
Brandon Armstrong.
Jacksonville Center, altimeter.
That sucks. That's really bad that Jaws will not read the stuff for TFM.
No, it's reading it. I just had to restart TFM.
34000 PASL.
Okay, so
Distance to descent 1834/0/0:610.
Southwest 1516 climb and maintain flight level 390.
204 the United States. Eastern Standard Time.
Descend and maintain flight level 380 exit 673. Southwest 1516 climb and maintain
yeah, you guys didn't get to see the takeoff. I apologize for that, but I had to. I thought it was already streaming, but it wasn't. So my mistake. But you didn't miss much because I had to do I had to get back over on the right path because somehow when I did the leg page I missed one of the vectors. I didn't get rid of it, and yeah, we just started flying over the North Atlantic. Just kept going out further and further and further. I came back from getting my dinner, and here we was 261 miles out of the way.
34002 PASL.
But it's all gravy, baby. You know why, right? Because the biscuit, I say, is good. Oh, just kidding, you guys.
6.18. 6.19. 6.21.
You know, I gotta tell you, that's a
6.6
trim.
trim disabled.
There we go.
Attitude up to left 30. Attitude mode disabled.
level 370.
Attitude up 4. Up 3.
Just looking at my pitch. So we're at a cruise altitude, and the nose stays about 3 degrees up.
Attitude mode disabled.
Of course, that can change on, you know, turbulence, all that wonderful stuff.
59 feet per minute.
I wonder how Jaws reads on first officer stuff.
Restream chat. Razor Central. FSUI BZ7 Simulator is available. Flight Deluxe.txt Notepad. FSUI BZ7 Untitled Notepad. Microsoft Flight Simulator Restream chat. Razor Central. FSUI Flight Deluxe. FSUI BZ Untitled Notepad. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3 1.22.0. Microsoft Flight.
No, you know what? I mean, son of a gun. Did that really do that? I think our first officer closed on us, so hold on.
FS Air, Turtle Beach, 2769.
I don't know why it's doing that so much, you guys.
FS Ram for FS Airlines, FSD, FSDT, FS relisted, flight simulator first officer next, 6. Open, run as administrator, leaving menus, folder view.
I could have actually did it though when I was trying to get the reader to come back on.
Folder view list view, flight simulator first 69.
Because it was working okay.
Title is flight sim window. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1, restreamed, razor set, FS, flight to max.txt, note, FSUI BC7, untitled notepad, forms.name, 3FLT flow, menu bar, company,
YTFM.
loader max, button sub, connect,
Are you turning?
leaving menus, close and checklist, 3FLT flow,
Yeah, hold on, I'll get back on that window. I had to reconnect my first officer here.
Passing 10,000 feet.
Your flight crew will be making their way through the cabin with complimentary drinks and snacks, as well as meals and alcoholic beverages for purchase with a valid credit card.
after takeoff, CHKLST button,
Okay, you remember where we was.
Microsoft Flight Simulator
The captain has turned
1.31.2.0,
off the
Microsoft Flight
seatbelt
Simulator
sign.
1.31.
You're free to get up and
Alright,
use
we're
the
back on
lavatory.
the sim
However,
window.
we ask that you do not form a line at the front of the
It
aircraft.
could be turning, let's see.
Heading 280, heading 281, heading 281,
134 decimal for BBI pilots,
Heading
9 Delta
281.
Whiskey.
com 1, heading 282,
1018 contact Jacksonville Center on 1 tree.
Yeah, I think it is turning a little bit.
heading 283,
Yeah, we are.
heading 283, heading 283,
I think it's straightening out now.
heading 284,
No, it's still making a little bit of a turn here.
heading 285, attitude over right 2,
See, it says right 2, right 3. That means it's making a small change in
Right on.
heading. I think it's going to straighten out now. Let's see what it says.
Brandon Armstrong.
attitude mode disabled,
And the infamous ATC bug strikes again.
That was just working. I don't know. It probably, yeah. I wish they would fix that. It really don't matter though, because ATC doesn't affect my flight. Let me show you.
title is Microsoft Flight,
Jacksonville Center, BBI pilots 9 Delta Whiskey cancel flight following.
See, they're not even.
Jacksonville Center, BBI pilots
They're not
9
even
Delta
jogging.
Whiskey is type 7 miles northwest of White House
YTFM.
flight level 340.
From the flight attendant's announcement, it sounds like the early stage of the flight. I noticed a sharp banking.
Squawk 0167 BBI pilots 9 Delta Whiskey.
Snout 0167,
Yeah, it's
Roger,
getting
BBI
back
pilots,
on
9
track.
Delta Whiskey.
Like I said when we took off, before you guys saw the flight, there was a vector I didn't get rid of, and so it flew out over the ocean about 200 miles out. So now it's back over Florida, getting in line with the normal flight.
Charlotte, Georgia, United States,
Charleston, Florida is where we're at right now. We're on a heading of
heading 286,
286, which puts us going,
Brandon Armstrong. They really do need to fix that bug. It's
Yeah.
definitely a server overload.
we're going northwest
It sounds
west.
like to
Well,
me.
more west than anything, but a little bit northwest, but mostly west.
YTFM. What does the ATC bug cause?
It don't cause anything. It doesn't do anything to us. It doesn't affect our flight. That is just there for simulation. That's all that is. Nobody follows what the ATC says. The only time you follow that is, well, really you don't. You don't follow the ATC. I guess if you was doing an open free flight and you loaded your flight plan, you could follow what ATC told you, but thing is, ATC don't give you everything that you really need, like someone really does with ATC. Like,
Brandon Armstrong. It basically causes you to only be able to hear the pilot side of the conversation and not the air traffic control when they respond back.
Yeah, but I mean, it does nothing to us though. I think that was his main question. His thought on that though was, what does it do to us? It does nothing. We just can't hear it. Cause you don't gotta follow it, especially when you're flying in the BMDG. You've already got your own flight plan in. You already got a flight that you're doing.
YTFM. Oh, I understand.
Yeah.
133.7 for BVI pilots Niner Delta Whiskey.
Com 133.70.
Jacksonville Center BVI pilots Niner Delta Whiskey flight level 340.
But the thing is, actually, Brandon, we still know what it says because you repeat what ATC tells you. And as you can tell, the pilot is repeating what ATC is saying to us. So we can still figure out what's going on. I'm glad that view's working out for you, Y. All right. Brandon, do me a favor. I need to go grab my drink. I want to be stepping away from the cockpit for about 3 to 4 minutes. You guys let me know if there's anything important that I missed. Everything's good. We're steady. We're flying normal. We're on track. There's no vectors or no route discontinuities. The weather's good. Let's see what the weather is.
Wind 275 at 42 knots. Gust at 0 knots.
Wind is 275 at 42 knots. That is very normal, very average.
Minus 61 degrees.
Minus 61 degrees. You know what? Let's. I'm gonna do something right now, but I'm thinking of it.
Forms.name. Restream chat. 737 cockpit. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3.1.22.0. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Title is Microsoft Flight. 737 cockpit.
Brandon Armstrong. Will do. I think you'll be fine though.
Don't lights. Easy.
Well, you never know.
Peter. Flight recorder. Level 0. Add electronic. Oh, forward overhead. Oh, forward overhead.
What I'm doing, I'm going down so I can enable de-icer.
Fuel.
Anti-ice, rather.
Electrical. Oh. Add. Micros. Level 0. Center overhead. Open. Level 1. Anti-ice. 1 over.
Here it is.
Window heat. Left side. Left forward. Right forward. Right side. Probe heat number 1 on button. Probe heat number 2 on button. Wing anti-ice off button. Wing anti-ice on. Engine anti-ice. Engine number 1 anti-ice off button. Engine number 1 Engine number 2 anti-ice off. Engine number 2 anti-ice on. Right power valve open.
Alright, anti-ice is on. Wing de-icer is on.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3.1.22.0.
Alright, so hopefully the view's good for you.
Title is Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3.1.22.
And here goes TFM being silly again.
Forms.name. Forms.name. Close and checklist. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3.1.22.0. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3.1.
Yeah, TFM's not talking, son of a bitch. Hold on 1 second, you guys.
Title is Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3.1.22.0. Forms.name. Restream chat. Razor Central. FSUI. Flight Alexa. FSUI PC7 console log. Untitled notepad. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3.1.22.0. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Folder view list new. Flight Simulator. Select the system tray icon dialog. JAWS for Windows. Talk in flight monitor. 1 of 20. Selected. JAWS for Windows. Talk in flight monitor. Right single. Left double click button. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3.1.22.0.
Brandon Armstrong. I really wish that program would seriously get more support with 2020 than it has right now.
I've got no TFM. Hold on.
Show desktop. System tray talking. JAWS for Windows button. Talk in flight monitor button. Context menu. TFM. Title is context menu. Leaving menus. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3. Folder view list B6. User remote. System tray. NVID. JAWS for Windows. NVID. MASO 12. FSUID. Button. FS Airlines button. FS Airlines button. Razor Central button. Free apps are using your SIM read download. Windows security button. NVDA button. NVDA button. JAWS for Windows button. Top action center. 3 new notifications. User promote. System tray. JAWS for Windows. Top in flight monitor button. Context menu. TFM context menu. Sub menu. Title is context menu. Title is context menu. Title is context menu.
Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm going to enable
Alone
NVDA.
cross leaving menus. Quit JAWS dialog. Are you sure you want the TFM not responding? Are you sure you want the quit JAWS? Press enter the quit now.
I don't know why TFM does this. We're still good. I just got to get TFM back on track. So stupid.
Desktop list. Flight simulator results. TFM mode column 1. Top in flight monitor dialog. Top in flight monitor. Close the program button. Cancel button.
We'll just restart TFM. No big deal.
Forms update column 2. Portal cursor. Rescreen chat column 1. Razor Central 1. FSUI PC. Flight next.tx. FSUI PC. Title dash book. Microsoft Flight Simulator dash 1.3 1. Microsoft Flight Simulator dash 1.
Alright. So let's just restart TFM.
Folder view list. Flight simulator. TSS 0 Turtle P20. Twitch chat date. Top in flight monitor preview. Team view. Team talk 5. Top in flight monitor 6406. Apps on cursor.
Here we go.
Normal cursor. Top in flight. Microsoft Flight Simulator dash 1.3 1.2 2.0. Open airport database. Current aircraft code. TMDGs. Microsoft Flight Simulator dash 1.3. 33,999 DSL.
Alright, we're back on track. Y'all watch things. I'll be right back. Hopefully.
Forms update column 2. Forms update. Microsoft Flight Simulator dash 1.3. Microsoft Flight Simulator.
YT, I hope the screen's still large for you. It might not be where I move around so much, but if not, I'll fix it as soon as I get back. I'll be gone for a second. Brandon, what y'all keep an eye on things. I'll be right back. I hate when it freaking does that. So daggone annoying.
6.07. 6.08. 6.07.
Alright, be right back, guys. Guys, ain't waiting.
Tree 5.325 for BVI Pilots 9er Delta Whiskey. Jacksonville Center, BVI Pilots 9er Delta Whiskey flight level 340.
We'll be coming through the cabin to offer another snack. If you could, please keep the aisle clear until we've completed the service. Thank you.
Ryan Bishop. Hey cool, he got PACX working.
6.06. Six point oh seven. 6.06.
Brandon Armstrong. Wow, 2 snacks on one flight. I never got treated like that. Ryan Bishop. Isn't it supposed to be a meal? Wonder if that's a bug. Brandon Armstrong. If it's a flight, that's 4 hours or more, then I would think it should be a meal instead of a snack.
All right, how's things going, folks?
34,001 PASL.
Looks good.
Total fuel forward 77,278 miles indicated.
Everything looks good. Awesome. Good deal. I really want to get the mods
Ryan Bishop.
so I can get the passenger view.
Probably some silly setting in FSFO.
6.05.
It wouldn't be surprised. Kinda like that silly slider I showed him yesterday. Problem WFSFO is its way to customizable.
I mean, I've done every setting that you can possibly do.
Brandon Armstrong. Your flight attendants decided to be generous with the passengers and give them 2 snacks instead of 1.
Hey, that's awful nice of them. I've done everything that there's possibly able to be done with FSF with First Officer and GSX. I've went into settings. I've even had
Ryan Bishop.
an IRA assistant.
No meal though. We want hot food, damn it.
I had an IRA assistant come on and went through the settings. We had everything turned on. Had all the settings. Here's the thing: you got them settings in that menu, but you still got to configure the settings in the configuration file because it does not update it when you switch it over. So we went in there, we activated everything, and nothing. The weird thing is, you turn it off, and you're at a gate. You can hear the jetways coming on off to the side of, to your right, on your right side of jetways, and you hear one on your left side. No boarding, but you hear the jetways when GSX is off. Now, we got to remember all this is still, he's still working on a lot of stuff.
Ryan Bishop.
There's probably a bug going on somewhere.
It has to be working somehow, because it's doing the PACX snack thing.
No, that's not PAX. That's just an announcement for PAX is not even running, dude. That's just first officer doing a snack announcement. That's all that is. You have your messages you get from your pilot and messages you get from the flight attendant. That's just default messages through the program. Because I didn't even load back.
Ryan Bishop. Sorry, I meant to say FSX, not PACX. Too many silly X things. Ryan Bishop. Of GSX.
Yeah, that's not GSX though. That's first officer. But I don't know. We'll keep messing with it. I'm not going to try to use it on live stream until I know it's working all the way. But it could be. Maybe I need to do another update. Run the updater, and maybe there's an update that needs to happen. Who knows? But that's okay. I can go with this for now. It works. Florida's bigger than we thought. We're still over Florida. Gavin, Florida, or something like that. Alright, so yeah, that other airport, like I said, I went to do a flight by myself, wasn't even online, and the problem is it's not catching the
Brandon
localizer
Armstrong.
at that airport.
Florida is definitely big. It took me 2 days to drive from Texas to Florida.
What are you doing driving? That's dangerous. You shouldn't be driving. But yeah, I tried to go to that airport we've been trying to fly to. Same thing happened. It lost the localizer. So there must be some issues with that airport or something. I'm not flying back to it again. Forget that. I've done a lot of flights, but never had so much trouble at one airport in my life.
Brandon Armstrong. I wasn't the one driving.
Okay, I didn't know. You said you drove. You said I drove to Florida. So I was a little concerned there for the safety of other people on the road. You had me scared there for a minute, Brandon. Oh, gosh. Kill me.
Ryan Bishop.
Ah,
Yeah, that airport was probably out of Big Red anyways, so we don't need that in BVI.
yeah. If you don't got Big Red, then you don't got no respect coming to you. Fools. No, I'm just kidding. Speaking of Big Red, speaking of, it just reminded me, for some reason, I've not heard from Peyton. I guess he's gave up on the BVI. But that's alright, you know. You can only do so much. I mean, I tried to help him. Tried to coach him in the right direction, but he just didn't have no patience, and he didn't, well, that is what it is, you see. Yeah, the sound that this airplane, with this sound pack here, is so much more realistic. Like, it truly simulates the sound that you get when you're in the airplane. I mean,
Heather Mees share. LOL, I love you. Brandon Armstrong. Lots of people tried to help him.
Yeah, they did, Brandon. Lots
Ryan
of love,
Bishop.
baby. Lots of love.
I absolutely adore that sound pack.
Yeah, it's amazing. It really is. And you know, if I can get the settings, I gotta find the file. There's a file that I can get. It's a mod file,
4 decimal tree for BVI pilots.
and it has a passenger view
Jacksonville Center, BVI pilots.
option with sound. So when you go to this view, it will give you the sound of the passengers talking, and you can see all the passengers literally sitting at their seats doing their thing, you know, doing their thing. As long as there ain't no rumpin' bumper humping going on in the back, everything's all right.
Ryan Bishop. Is it just me, or does that TDS sound like it's saying tree instead of 3?
I think it might have been you, brother. Sounds like 3 to me, but of course, I've got my sounds adjusted just right on my end for what I hear in the cockpit. So it might not be the same loudness as what you guys are hearing. It might sound like that from your end, I don't know. I want to mod my plane and I want to make it represent Big Red. I want it to be a red airplane with the word Big Red down the side of it. And Big Red on the wings. I know I got someone that can do that for me too, believe it or not.
Brandon Armstrong. It actually is saying that it is 3, but it's pronounced as tree due to the fact that ATC procedure requires that to be announced that way. Ryan Bishop.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, 90 subscribers. Come on, let's get to 100 by end of the month.
Man, you have no idea, man. I really am excited about this. You know, we're slowly moving up the tree here. The tree. I said tree for you. We're moving up the tree here, fellas. 10 subscribers to get to 100. You know, I think everybody right now that's watching should click on the share button and share the channel on Facebook right now. I think you should click on share, select Facebook, and put it across your Facebook. Tell people if they want to see a interesting version of simming. It's right here with BVI pilots, baby. We got 10 to go. I believe we can do it. I believe that we can hit 100 by the end of the month. We got, what is today's date? Goodness gracious. March 16th. Okay? Okay. So we got time. We can do this. We can do this. So click on that share button, people. Yep.
Ryan Bishop. The person who hits subscriber for 100, we should don't one case of Big Red. I'd see that as a mod of this channel.
Well, we better make sure they like Big Red first.
Brandon Armstrong. Just shared to my Facebook page.
All right, Brandon. Way to go, my friend. I appreciate it. Thank you. As the king would say, thank you. Thank you very much. You know, it's funny. I was telling the story about Elvis Presley the other day. And somebody thought I was bullshitting them when I told them that Elvis Presley is actually my cousin. Now, I don't mean my close cousin now, not my first cousin or second cousin, but he is technically my cousin. He was related to my grandpa on my grandpa's side of the family. So see how that works? It's not no close relative. I never got to see Elvis, never seen him, none of that stuff. Didn't benefit from nothing, nothing like that. But people seem to think that that's like some made up story for attention. Look, I love Elvis. I mean, he's the king of rock and roll, but I got no reason to make up a story like that. It's not I'm not benefiting anything from saying, hey guys, I'm related to the king of rock and roll. Now, send me $1,000, would you? I'll be waiting on you over at Gate 5.
Going to 132.1 BDI Pilots 9er Delta Whiskey.
132.
Jacksonville Center BDI Pilots 9er Delta Whiskey flight level tree 40.
Jacksonville. We're flying right around here in Jacksonville.
Home, Florida, United States, Central Standard Time.
Actually, it says home, Florida. Home for sale, and home's Florida. I need to do a little bit of standby. 1 minute. Sometimes these buttons don't say nothing whenever I flip them, and it's not very. That ain't good. That ain't good at all.
Brandon Armstrong.
Turn that off.
If we're going to have an aircraft as a big red aircraft, how about we have one with Dr. Pepper then?
Hey, dude, check it out.
Ryan Bishop. Homes and alligators for sale.
Check it out.
Just for you in Florida.
I should get the dude to make like 5 different airplanes with all the different drinks in the same, Big
Heather
Red
Mees
family.
Share.
So
okay, shared to my Facebook too.
Big
Smiley
Red,
face.
Dr. Pepper, and then 3 more, and then we fly it as an event, right? So when we land, we'll come in with like Dr. Pepper will land first, Mellow Yellow, I think it's another one, and then the very last plane to land would be the Big Red airplane. The Big Red represent event. I love it. I love it. That's great. That'd be really cool to do that. I would do that. I'd have to find 4 more pilots to fly the other 4 airplanes, but I think we got a couple here. Brandon can fly one. Well, we got, I don't know who else here is flying yet. So, but we could do it. We could make that happen. That'd be really cool. Beautiful people. The beautiful, beautiful people. My bad. Had a song almost get stuck in my head. In my head.
Ryan Bishop. Big red plane takes over VATSIM event LOL. Brandon Armstrong.
Yeah, boy.
That would be so much fun to do, have all the soda types represented. Heather Mees Share. I could co-pilot with you.
Yep, you could be my co-pilot there. Heather. You could be in charge of the landing gear.
Brandon Armstrong.
The flaps.
I would definitely fly the Dr. Pepper aircraft.
Heck yeah, man. Now I was thinking that Declan said something about another shared cockpit program, but he wasn't sure if it was accessible or not. I'm going to ask him what he was talking about, and maybe we'll test that out when you get yours, Mr. Armstrong. YT, are you still with us, my friend? Da 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 da.
Optimus aboard, United States. Optimus aboard, United States.
I can't tell what that's saying. Alusa, Florida, something like that.
Total fuel hold 25,350. Total fuel hold 25,350.9 tons, 3,784.2 gallons. Total fuel hold 5714.
So 5714 on the hour.
Business citizen hold 1565/0 hold 3 hold 43 hold 33.
I believe we'll be fine. 5714.
Ryan Bishop. I think YT fell asleep after that last snack break, all that food putting people to sleep. Brandon Armstrong. Wow, it almost makes this event sound like a NASCAR type event with all the different sodas represented with aircraft.
Alright, so if my calculations are correct, when we get to Los Angeles, we will have roughly
Business citizen hold 1560/0 hold 3 hold 42 hold 21.
a little over 3,000 pounds of fuel remaining, which means we really won't have fuel to be messing around with go-arounds or any of that stuff. So this is going to have to be a dead-on landing, which I got enough
Heather
faith
Lee's
to
share.
say that I can make that happen.
Oh, we can't forget Pepsi.
I mean, Pepsi can definitely be put on an airplane, but it doesn't fit the family with Big Red. What are the other sodas? Big Red is in the same category with same company. Big Red, Mellow Yellow, Dr. Pepper. I wanted to say 7-Up, I think. Oh, I'm thinking here. Let me think about it just a minute. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm not sure. I just came up with the $1 million idea, you guys. We need to come out with a Big Red incense. One of the burning, the candles, the melts, the candle melts. We need to come out with one for Big Red. Oh, gosh. It'd be cool, though, what you do. I got a great idea, though.
Going to 120
So,
decimal 2 BDI pilots
the
9
airplane
Delta Whiskey.
would look just like the Big Red can,
Center BDI pilots 9
and the
Delta Whiskey flight
cockpit,
level 340.
Brandon
instead of you flying a Big Red
So you would
can,
have Big Red, Dr. Pepper, 7-Up, Mellow, Yellow, Coca-Cola, and Pepsi.
Pepsi's not a big...
Ryan Bishop.
No.
They came out with the Big Blue, but I've never had it yet.
No, you're missing it, Brandon. Pepsi's not the same company with Big Red. It's a different... I'm talking about the soda that goes with Big Red.
Ryan Bishop. No, Pepsi recently started distributing Big Red in bottles. It happened like last year.
tree 4.15 BBI pilots, 9er Delta Whiskey.
Comma hold 104.15.
Jacksonville Center, BBI pilots, 9er Delta Whiskey flight level
Let
tree
me look.
0.
We're going to look.
Overview list topic.
Pardon me, as you will no longer see the flight simulator window.
Gold statement. Google Chrome version 160. Apps on cursor.
Please stand
Normal
by.
cursor. Normal cursor. Toolbar. Advanced search bar. Google.com selected.
Okay.
Google.com selected. Google.com selected. Search bar. Search comp. Normal cursor.
What sodas are in the big
Space. E.
red family?
What sodas are in the big family? Google search. Navigation map. Heading level 3 showing results for heading level. Heading level research instead for heading level. Main map. Clickable heading level 1 search results. Clickable heading level 2. Clickable heading level 3 big red left there. Link Wikipedia link. Button about this. Clickable features business. Clickable heading level 2 people also ask. Button about this results. Button about heading level 2 people. Clickable button link about features business. Clickable. Button about this results. Link HTTPS. Link Wikipedia. Link heading level 3 big red left there. Software right there. Dash Wikipedia. Clickable people also ask heading level. Clickable big red R release difference 1947. Big red. Link HTTP. Button about this recognizes the number of national selling red soda. Big red. Big also markets beverage brands. Big group. Big red 0 and big peach. Big pineapple 4. Clickable flavors. Big red soda. Hash everything you need to know. Heading level 3 link. Clickable refreshing cancer cold. Clickable 15 meal soda that should be sold at every state. Heading level 3 link. Clickable Texas minor cold. Big red heading level 3 link.
Hold on.
What sodas are good? Heading level research is heading level 3 link. What sodas are good? Heading level research is head for. Heading level showing results for about 213 navigation map. Link finance. Link life. Link books. Link maps. Heading level links. 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 Search map. Clickable. Link back to Google. Clickable. Search combo box. Search. What's up?
Brandon Armstrong. Interesting. If we did this event and had Big Red and DR Pepper represented, we would have two Texas-based soda bottling companies, Big
Oh,
Red
here
is
we go.
based out of Austin and Dr. Pepper's based out of Waco.
Heather, you're right. Pepsi does make Big Red. It says it right here. And Pepsi Bottling, who under license Big Red. Ooh, they make other stuff, guys. They make Big Red Zero, Big Blue, Big Peach, Big Pineapple, and Big... It did say Big Lime.
Speaking of Dr. Pepper, I just cracked open an ice cold Dr. Pepper.
So Dr. Pepper also makes Big Red, because Dr. Pepper is their own their own identity as well. So hopefully well, folks, we're no longer over top of Florida. We are now flying over top of Alabama. Alabama, damn it. Hey, I got myself a Big Red too, but I got one up on you, Mr. Brandon. Mr. Armstrong. I've got one of the big bottles of Big Red right here, and I'm not talking about the 12 ounce neither, buddy. I don't know what size this damn thing is. Oh, yeah, I do. I got a 1 liter bottle of
Brandon
Big Red.
Armstrong. DR Pepper is
Nice
based
and
right here in
cold.
Texas out of Waco.
Listen up, fellas.
That's where they bottle it.
Are you listening? Here it goes. Oh, yeah. That sizzle says it all. Big Red. That's a good commercial. The sizzle says it all. Drink Big Red. Here's what I was going to tell you, though, is let me see if I can find someone to to make the plane look like Big Red, and only instead of it looking like a can of Big Red, we'll make it look like a bottle of Big Red. So the front of the plane, where the cockpit is, where the nose is, it would be white, like the lid of a bottle. And then you would have just red going right a little past the tip. You know, I don't know, about halfway down at the cockpit, you would go from the solid white all the way around, and it'd be solid red all the way down till you get to the wings, and then you would get to the area where the wrapper would be on the bottle that says Big Red.
Brandon
you know,
Armstrong.
the paper that's around the bottle.
I remember there used to be a knockoff drink in the 90s
And then
called
you put
Red Rattler.
you paint Big Red
they
there,
literally trying to
basically
market it
on
as
the
a cheaper
wings.
version of Big Red.
You paint it on the wings, and then all the way back, and then at the very tail of it, you would go. You would go red again, because it'd be the clear part of the bottle again, so it'd be back to red. So the logo would be in the middle where the wings are, basically. The tip would be the lid, so it'd be white. So white, red, wings would be the logo, and in the middle, you know, all the way across, from left to all the way across to right. And then the tail would be back to being solid red. It'd be a freaking cool design. I'd fly a Big Red airplane. Hell yeah, I would. Represent Big Red in a real good way. You know, maybe I'll get a free case of pop sent to me. Big Red. The sizzle says it all. Big Red. Oh, you can find the case over at Gate 5. Thank you, Heather, for sharing it on Facebook, sweetheart. I appreciate it. Big
Brandon
Red.
Armstrong. That would be so cool to design a different aircraft to look like the different sodas, if we decided to do this event.
Brandon, I'll have, if you want to fly the doctor one, I'll have, I'll see if my friend can make you one that says Dr. Pecker. I mean, Dr. Pepper, not Dr. Pecker. I don't think you would appreciate that. You know what, though? That'd be funnier than hell. No, it would be a cool event. So I'll tell you what. Speaking of stuff, I got to update my software on my iPhone. I've not updated it. Open PayPal. Or not PayPal. What am I thinking? Open YouTube.
Brandon Armstrong. I would definitely not fly something that literally said Dr. Pecker. Heather Mees share. You need to update to a new phone period.
X on cursor. Look on cursor. X on cursor. Normal cursor. Stop cursor.
Hold on, guys. I'm trying to find something. Hold on.
Brandon Armstrong. Something else that would be really cool to do if we could do this event, representing the different soda companies, if we had a way to raise money for the different companies and question. Restream.io. Trophy, congratulations. You've received 100 messages today with Restream chat.
Well, I was trying to find, I can't find it on my phone.
MCTO receipt warning.
Well, what I hit?
Left man more light on. Left man more light on.
Flaps 1.
Next one. Gear up. Left transit light on.
Oh, I hit the gear button.
Microsoft Flight Simulator dash 1.3 1.2. Left in motion.
We're okay.
Flaps up.
Shoot.
270 authenticated. Next. Minus 23 for MCT. 268 authenticated. Left man more light on. Right man more light on. Left 0.
Okay, we're good. My finger hit the button on the controller thing, my bobber. Yeah. Hey, let's see, what admins do I got on here right now? Speak, forever hold your peace. Ryan. Do me a favor, you're a moderator, so you can do this. On the chat window, there's an option where you can create a poll. Like it's got where you can create a question, a live Q&A or a poll. I want you to create a poll and see how many people like the idea of having a big red event. And maybe give the description of it. If you can do that, that'd be great. I can't do it. I'd have to go in the window, and I don't want to do that because it wouldn't make for a good view for you guys. But if you can't do it, it's okay. But if you can, let me know. Just something simple, you know. What do you guys think about having a big red event where 5 different airplanes would fly with 5 different names: Big Red, Dr. Pepper, Pepsi. And then, you know, just give them the idea of what's going on. And just see what people think about that event. If they think that'd be a good idea.
34,050 ASL.
If you can't do it, I can do it later and I'll send it out.
279 authenticated. Harrison, Mississippi, United States.
Harrison, Mississippi. I'll be daggone. We're flying over Mississippi right now, Brandon. Mississippi. Mississippi. Heather is over there sitting at gate 5. Da, 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 da. I'm going to be curious to see who's going to be able to ride it out this entire flight. Who will be the last one to view? We will soon see.
Heather Mees share. LOL, I love that.
I'm hating it. Let's see.
33,997 DASL. Flight goal 262 knots, gust of 0 knots.
Wind went up a little bit.
Flight goal 261 knots, gust.
We're at heading at 286.
Flight goal 261.
Brandon Armstrong.
Wind at 61 knots.
Do you know what's ironic about Gate 5?
Going to 1
When I went and flew
3
into Los Angeles, that's the exact gate I went to.
Houston Center,
Gate
BVI pilot
5.
Delta Whiskey flight level 340.
I don't know. Sometimes I don't know why sometimes they don't announce the buttons when I flip them. .65
BVI pilots, 9er Delta Whiskey. Houston
127.65.
Center, BVI pilots, 9er Delta Whiskey flight level 340.
You're up, positive. Microsoft Flight Simulator National. Ready, vision off, hands off.
Brandon Armstrong. Good old Houston Center. How well I remember flying through there constantly.
Oh, come on, read me what the lights say. Well, I know another way to do it.
Force update go 1 column, screen chat go 1 column, Razor Central go 1. Microsoft Flight Simulator National. Force update go 1 column, screen chat go 1 column, Razor Central go 1 column, FSYDC 7 colon city, flight to next.txt national panel, FSYDC 7 console log, title national panel, 737 cockpit go 1 column 1. Channel 3 level 0 at overhead, expanded 0 items. Level 1 0 1 1. 2 1 1 level 1. Service level 1. No lights 1 1 level 1. EEC 1 1 level 1. No lights 1 1 level 1. No lights combo constant left. Off. No light. No lights light.
Hey, Ryan, if you're still with me, did you see them lights go to bright?
Off. No lights off.
So right now they're off.
Microsoft Flight Simulator National. Microsoft Flight Simulator.
So right now the dome lights are off. Let me know if you see them go bright.
737. No lights combo constant light. No lights light.
Alright, and now,
Microsoft Flight Simulator National 1.3. Microsoft Flight Simulator National 1.3 1.22.0.
now I put them to bright. Can you tell a difference? Ryan, where did you go? You acting like you're 90, like you gotta be slow. At gate 5. No, I'm just kidding. Come on, old man. Damn it.
Decimal 5 BVI pilots, 9er Delta Whiskey.
Hey, he said 1 tree.
Houston Center, BVI
1
pilots,
tree,
9er
2
Delta
tree,
Whiskey flight
3
level
tree, 4.
340.
All right, I don't know if Ryan's with us right now, but he would have heard me by now and saw it. So let me go back over here for a minute.
Channel 3 no lights 1 level 1. No lights combo box right left. Channel 3 no lights 1 level 1. EEC 1 level 1. Engine number 1 EEC output multiple cell. Channel 3 D. Oxygen 1 level 1. Oxygen yield indicator 67% plus X.
Oxygen is at 67%.
Going to 126.875 BBI pilots, 9er Delta Whiskey.
Flight recorder S button plus F. Com 1 full 130
Houston
distance.
Center
Channel speed
BBI
added 5
pilots,
extend.
9er Delta Whiskey
Level
flight
1
level
captain
340.
Level 0 4 overhead next 1. Expanded 0 items. Level 1 flight controls 1.
Third flight controls,
Navigation slash displays 1 level 1.
navigation and displays,
Fuel 1 level 1.
fuel.
Electrical next 1 level 1.
It's stuttering a little bit, sorry guys. Electrical,
Electrical next 1. Add 1 level 1.
APU,
Wipers 1 level 1.
wipers,
Level 0 center overhead next 1
center overhead,
Expanded 0 items. Level 1 anti-ice 1
anti-ice,
Hydraulics 1 level 1.
hydraulics,
Air systems 1 level 1.
air systems. There it is.
Displays movement flight altitude indicator 34,000. Mapping altitude indicator 100. Select movement air source combo box scan collapsed. Pressurization mode combo box auto collapsed. Ice movement left side combo box auto collapsed. Left side 5, left side 5. Right side combo box auto collapsed. Right side 5, right side 5. Microsoft Flight Sim. Microsoft Flight Simulator 10.
Now put the packs on high. Let's see the difference. On the default sound pack, you can hear it. You can hear a difference when it goes to high. They might not have done anything with that on this. Now we're flying through Louisiana, folks. Good old Louisiana.
Business to the set colon 38 slash 0 colon 3 colon 18 colon 59. 737 cockpit 01 column 2. Types movement cockpit channels. Lead switches movement left air key button. Right air key button. Add key button. Reserve pass movement left reserve panel button. Right reserve panel button. Valve slash movement air button. Outflow valve combo box neutral collapsed. Isolation valve combo box auto collapsed. Zone 10 indicators movement. Flight deck zone 10 indicator off. Forward cabin zone 10 indicator off. Back cabin zone 10 indicator off. Lead indicators movement. Left lead trip indicator. Right lead trip indicator. Ram door indicators movement. Left ram door indicator off. Right ram door indicator. Tight trip indicators movement. Left right tight trip indicator off. Middle lead indicators movement. Left mid. Right mid audio lead indicator off. Channel speed air systems level. Displays movement. Flight altitude indicator 34,000. Mapping altitude indicator. Selectors movement. Air source combo box scan collapsed.
I still would like to know these different air sources. You got scant,
Air source FWD.
FWD. I guess that'd be forward air source. So does that mean that puts air into the cabin or the cockpit? Maybe.
Pressurization mode combo box auto collapsed. Types movement left back combo box side collapsed. Right side combo box side collapsed. Right side auto, right side auto. Left side combo box side. Left side auto, left side auto. Selectors movement pressure. Air source combo box SFWD collapsed. Air source scan.
We'll go back to where it was. I don't want to mess anything
Pressurization
up.
mode combo. Types movement. Right side combo box auto collapsed. Lead switches movement left air key button. Types left. Air source combo box scan collapsed. Displays movement mapping altitude indicator 100. Flight altitude indicator. Channel speed air systems level 1 level 1. Level 0 auto overhead max 1 Displays movement flight altitude indicator. Channel speed auto expanded 0 items. Final level 1 engine 1 Level 0 auto overhead expanded 1 Cabin start selector combo box auto collapsed. Engine number 1 movement. Engine number 1 start selector combo box auto collapsed. Cabin start selector. Channel speed auto overhead. Level 1 engine 1 Lights 1
Going to
level 1.
126.35 BBI pilots, 9er
Mapping lights
Delta
movement. Self-retractable
Whiskey.
landing light combo boxers right collapsed.
Here's our lights.
Retractable landing light combo boxers
Houston
right collapsed.
Center
Tarmac hold
BBI pilots, 9er
136.25.
Delta
Left face
Whiskey
off button.
flight level 340.
Right face off button. Left turn off lights movement. Left turn off button. Right turn off button. Taxi light off button. Mode plus D. Logo light off button. Anti-dash vision light off button. Mode plus A. Logo light off button. Mode plus D. Press. Logo lights on. Logo on. Anti-dash vision light off button. Mode plus A. Mid lights off button. Mode plus W. Press. Mid lights on. Mid on. Yellow lights off button. Mode plus H. Press. Yellow lights on. Precision lights. Mode slash steady button. Mode plus D. Channel speed lights on 1 level 1.
Now I got the logo lights on. The wing lights are on.
Yeah. Left face off button. Right face off. Left turn off. Right turn off button. Taxi light off button. Logo light off button. Anti-dash vision light off button. Mode plus A.
Anti-collision light.
Ring lights off button, Alt plus W. Yellow lights off button, Alt plus H. Ring lights off button, Alt plus W. Press. Ring lights off. Ring off. Press. Ring on. Ring lights on.
Okay, there we go.
Yellow lights off button, Alt plus H. Position lights, strobe slash steady button, Alt plus D.
Even the wheel well lights and the strobe light.
Press. Position lights off. Press. Position lights steady. Channels reading lights 1 level 1. Level 0 X 1 1. Auto toggle circles indicator on Alt plus R. Auto vision indicator on Alt plus D. Auto roll indicator on Alt plus R. Channels reading X 1 1 level 0. Glare shield X 1 1 level 0. Expanded 0 items. Level 1 warnings level 1. Level 0 glare shield expanded. Fire warnings moving. Left fire indicator off. Right fire indicator off. Master fire warning number 1 reset button. Right fire indicator. Left fire indicator. Channels reading glare shield. Level 1 warnings level 1. MCD X 1 1 level 1. Level 0 forward X 1 1. Expanded 0 items. Level 1 MCD 1 1. Level 0 forward expanded. Ozone steering normal button Alt plus W. App disengage test off button Alt plus C. F slash O disengage test off button Alt. Cockpit lights right button Alt plus I. Fuel flow rate button Alt plus M. Left low lights off indicator off Alt plus 1. Right low lights off indicator off Alt plus 2. Left FMC indicator off Alt plus 3. Right FMC indicator off Alt. Stack of twin indicator off Alt plus 2. Anti-spin indicator. Channels reading forward expanded 1 1. Level 1 MCD 1 1. D 1 1 level 1. App D normal button Alt plus D. F slash O D light FD button Alt plus 2. App low D normal button Alt plus C. F slash O low D normal button Alt plus M. Channels reading D 1 1 level 1. Stand by 1 1 level 1.
Almost done here, guys. Hold on.
RMI number 1 button Alt plus 1. RMI number 2 button Alt plus 2.
I wonder what this is for standby. It says
Channels reading stand by 1 1 level 1.
standby.
RMI number 1 button Alt plus 1.
RMI on.
RMI number 2 button Alt plus 2.
RMI number 2 is on.
Channels reading stand by 1 1 level 1.
And there's 2 of them. RMI.
T 1 1 level 1. Rates 1 1 level 1. Flex 1 1 level 1. Gear 1 1 level 1. Level 0 low 4 1 1. Cockpit panels. Main panel light movement. Main panel light left side indicator 0.
Left side indicator
0
0.
0 selected. 0. Main panel light left side indicator 0.
I forget how to make it go up.
Main panel light right side indicator 0. Main panel light left side indicator 0. Main panel light left side indicator 0. Main panel light background indicator 0. AFDS light indicator 0. Main panel light background indicator 0. Main panel light right side indicator 0. Main panel light right side indicator 0. Main panel light right side indicator 0. Main panel AFDS light indicator 0. PT double left moving flex and off button. Gear off button. Terrain off button.
Terrain inhibit. I'm going to turn that on because, or no, I want it off. I don't want to hear that.
Flex and off button. Gear off button. Terrain off button. Press. PT double left terrain normal. Press. Terrain normal. PT double left terrain off. PT double left indicator off. PT light moving upward. PT light left side indicator 137.
There it is.
Upward PT light left side indicator 137. 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 Upward PT light left side indicator 137.
I don't know how you make it go up or down.
Upward PT light left side indicator 137. 137. 137. Upward PT light left side indicator 132. Selection removed. Upward PT light left side indicator 141.
There's how you do it. You hit I to increase it.
Upward PT light left side indicator 150. Upward PT light left side indicator 150. Upward PT light left side indicator 110. Selection removed. Upward PT light left side indicator 150. Upward PT light left side indicator 127. Selection removed. Upward PT light left side indicator 127. Selection removed. Upward light left side indicator 127. Selection. Upward light left side indicator 127. Select. Upward PT light indicator 127.
So you hit I to increase these lights.
Low D upper D light indicator 150. Low D light indicator 127. Select. Low D light indicator 141. Low light indicator 127. Channel speed low 1 level 0. Control scan flex 1 level 0.
Anyway,
Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3 1.22.0.
alright, we're back to the sim, folks. It got awful quiet. Where'd everybody go? Come on. Brandon? Did you get tired? Did your old man abilities hit you and you go and hit the bed? Because he's an old man, you see. There goes TFM. Timing out. I don't know why it does that, folks. East something, Louisiana. We're flying over Louisiana. Alrighty then. This is the quieter area right here. It's almost like sitting back in the passenger area in front of the wings, and it's nice and quiet. Everybody's sleeping. This is actually another window view from the cockpit, but not just not the windows right up
Heather
in the front.
means share. I'm still here.
Yes, you are, aren't you? You sure are. Traveling at 278 knots. What is our Mach speed? Mach 0.80. So we doing the boogie woogie choo choo train. Brandon Armstrong, did you leave? Are you still here? If you're not here, I'm not going to repeat what I was going to say. But if you are here, then I'll tell you. I think this guy done left. Didn't even say goodbye. What about that? Brandon Armstrong, you dirty dog. He must have went over to gate 7. gate 5. Alright, let's see.
SD map in Louisiana, United States.
Saint something or another mother something or another mother in Louisiana.
Louisiana, United States, 2.5. SD map in Louisiana, United States. 33,599 ASL.
We're at 33,999 feet. ASL.
70 per minute. 70 per minute. 70 per minute.
Heather Mees share.
3 per minute.
LOL drum practice.
0 per minute.
I had a moment. I just had a moment, that's all.
No recent message.
Let's take a look at the history. Right bracket, Control S.
Output history dialog. History list left icon. Right icon. Right icon. Total fuel colon 22,709. 3,402. Total fuel colon SD10 Louisiana. Business. No recent message. Vertical speed colon 0. Vertical speed colon 3. Vertical speed colon 7. Vertical speed colon 7. Vertical speed colon 7. Business descent colon 13.7. Airspeed indicated colon. Mach colon 0.8. Airspeed indicated colon 278. Total fuel colon 5648. Left icon. Right icon. Right icon. Total fuel colon 3,402.6. Total fuel colon 5790. SD10 Louisiana, United States. Business descent colon 13.8/0. Air Force SFWD. Right icon auto. Right icon auto. Left icon auto. Left icon auto. Air Force scan. Combo colon 126.35. Logo lights on. Logo on. Wind lights on. Wind on. Neil lights on. Microsoft Flight Simulator 1.3 1.22.0. SD map in Louisiana, United States. 279 miles indicated.
Going to 124.7 BDI pilots Niner Delta Whiskey.
Combo.
Houston Center BDI pilots Niner Delta Whiskey flight level tree 40.
Yeah.
Houston Center BDI pilots Niner Delta Whiskey cancel flight following. Houston Center BVI pilots Niner Delta Whiskey is type 6 miles northwest of 10 Lima Sierra flight level tree 40. Request flight following. Squawk 4202 BVI pilots Niner Delta Whiskey.
Southport Logan.
Roger BVI pilots Niner Delta Whiskey.
Heather Mees share. Hey, gonna grab a snack, then I'll be back, just so you know.
Alrighty, dear. I'll be right here at gate 5, waiting on you.
Border of Louisiana, United States.
Heather Mees share. LOL, funny every time.
Yeah, I'll be right here. I'm gonna be right back myself, so when you come back, don't go nowhere. I'll be right back, or I'll be back as well.
Border of Louisiana, United States.
Houston Center, BVI pilots Niner Delta Whiskey, cancel flight following.
No.
Houston Center, BVI pilots Niner Delta Whiskey is type 8 miles north of Flight Romeo 8, flight level tree 40. Request flight following. Squawk 1067, BVI pilots Niner Delta Whiskey.
Squawk 1067.
Roger, BVI pilots Niner Delta Whiskey.
Alright.
Border of Louisiana, United States. The Whiskey, Louisiana, United States, 9.4 nautical miles, London. Minus 10 feet per minute. Mach 0 way to go. Microsoft Flight Simulator, Dash 1.4, stop main 1,3. Close and check this moving back. FCT speed 1,2. Indicator airspeed as red on the selected 120. Top in flight monitor floated. Enter off button side. Indicator airspeed as red on the selected 120. Enter off button, C/dash indicated button plus C. Press. Enter off button, C/dash indicated button plus. Enter off button side. Indicator airspeed as red on the selected 120. Enter off button side. C/dash indicated button plus C. Enter off button side. Press. Speed enter speed box visible. C/dash button plus C. Enter box speed plus C selected 120. Act selection removed. Zero point 2, Mac. 278 knots indicated. 278 knots indicated. MCP speed 0.82, MCP speed 0.82. Mach 0.80. 278 knots indicated. 279 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 knots indicated. 280 knots indicated.
134 decimal gauge for BVI pilots Niner Delta Whiskey. Houston Center, BVI pilots Niner Delta Whiskey, flight level tree 40.
Mach 0.81. 281 knots indicated. 282 knots indicated.
Going to 126.9 5 BVI pilots Niner Delta
282 knots
Whiskey.
indicated. Mach 0.81.
Houston Center, BVI pilots Niner Delta Whiskey, flight level
Mach
tree
0.81.
40.
Mach 0.82. MCP speed 0.82, MCP speed 0.284 knots indicated.
Yes. Hey Google, say that again.
MCP over speed 49. MCP over speed 49. Mach 0.82. The speed option already open. Box speed at
13
0.82.
decimal 8 BVI pilots 9er Delta Whiskey.
Box 0.81.
Houston Center
MTP
BVI
0.81.
pilots 9er
MTP
Delta
0.81.
Whiskey flight level tree 40.
MTP speed 0.81. 285 knots indicated. 284 knots indicated. 284 knots indicated.
Be right back, folks.
Tyler, Texas, United States.
Currently flying through Texas right now, friends.
Distance to the set cold 1168 0 cold 2 cold 41 cold 25. Box 0.81. 281 knots indicated. Wind cold 250 at 38 knots, gust of 0 knots. Wind cold 250 at 38 knots, gust of 0 knots.
Wind is 258 at 38 knots going across Texas.
Heading cold 269.
We're getting some really good tailwinds here.
281 knots indicated. Action zone nickel. Action zone disabled. Trim nickel 5.65. Lead trim disabled. 281 knots indicated.
1 tree for decimal 8 BVI pilots 9er Delta Whiskey.
Comma gold 134
Houston
potato.
Center BVI pilots 9er Delta Whiskey flight level tree 40. Decimal for BVI pilots 9er Delta Whiskey.
Comma gold 124
Houston Center BVI pilots 9er Delta Whiskey flight level tree 40.
BVI pilots. Cat orange whistling.
Center tanks below 1,000 pounds.
BDI pilots 9er Delta Whiskey have the Airbus A20N in sight. BDI pilots 9er Delta Whiskey have the traffic. .65 BVI pilots 9er Delta Whiskey. Houston Center BVI pilots 9er Delta Whiskey flight level tree 40. BDI pilots 9er Delta Whiskey have the traffic. Engine number 1 center low pressure right on. 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 to 1 tree 2 decimal tree, 5 BVI pilots, 9er Delta Whiskey. Houston Center, BVI pilots 9er Delta Whiskey flight level tree 40.
Engine number 2 center low pressure light off. 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 Engine number 2 center low pressure light off.
Heather Mees share. I'm back. Heather Mees share. Where are you now?
pilots 9er Delta Whiskey traffic in sight. BVI pilots 9er Delta Whiskey traffic in sight. .15 BVI pilots, 9er Delta Whiskey. Report Center, BVI pilots 9er Delta Whiskey flight level tree 40. BVI pilots 9er Delta Whiskey have the generic in sight.